So hello sir. So today I'll be talking about the assignment 2 that we have went to the Taman Botani. So in the Taman Botani, I realized that there's no white hibiscus, there's no red hibiscus, so I've chosen the white hibiscus. So basically we know hibiscus is the national flower of Malaysia, and mainly we can found many colors, mainly red, white, yellow, pink and peach color can be formed. So the one that I chose is the white color. So it hibiscus is under the angiosperm category because it's a flowering plant which comprises several hundreds of species that are native as they can produce flowers. The main introduction. So the taxonomy of white hibiscus is that the kingdom of this hibiscus is Plantae, phylum is vascular plants, class is Magnolia psida, order will be the Malveolus, family is Melbechia, genus is Hibiscus and species is Hibiscus septarifa. Well, the habitat for this hibiscus is that this hibiscus lives in warm, temperate and tropical areas which mostly found in the Asian countries like Malaysia. Like our country, hibiscus is mainly found here and mostly is in abundant. In many colors we can find, as I mentioned earlier, in white color, peach color, red color and also orange color. Well, for this hibiscus, there are many medical uses for this hibiscus. It has been it's new to here, it's kind of new to hear that hibiscus is widely used in medical field nowadays. So what are the importance is that, so in India, we are in, even until today in India, it's using the Indian Ayurveda to make hair shampoos. So hair shampoo is basically made up of this hibiscus extract. So we can use this hair shampoo to make our hair smooth and also healthier. So even like me myself, I've used this hair shampoos mainly known as the Shigakai hair shampoo, and it really keeps my hair healthier and also smoother as well. And apart from that, hibiscus is also act as an antioxidant. So when it comes to antioxidant, right, the we can actually extract the tea from this hibiscus. So the tea promotes a weight loss. Means like when we consume this tea, right, like this hibiscus tea, so the tea will actually help us to reduce weight, help us to reduce the risk of diabetes as well as cancer. So you don't have to seek for a medical so you don't have to seek for the
Good evening, sir. My name is Said Asa, and today I'll be talking about rabbits. So, rabbits, also known as bunnies or bunny rabbits, are a small type of animal in the family Leporidae, same as hares, but it's an entirely different species compared to hares, and not to be mistaken with the animal which is called hare. It has a species called Oryctolagus corniculus, which includes the European rabbit species. So, the European rabbit species has a descendant of 305 types of domesticated breed. But for the wild species, Silverlegus includes only 13 types of species. And in the 13 types, the 7 of them are known as cottontails. These European rabbits are introduced to every single type of continent except Antarctica, and they're either introduced as a form of wild animal, as they used to be a prey, or a form of domestication as a pet, or also used for livestock for their pelt and their meat. I'll go through the 7 types of taxonomy for the animal rabbit, starting with kingdom, which is Animalia, following with phylum, which is Chordata, the class of Mammalia, order of Lagomorphia, family in Leporidae, genus of Oryctolagus, species of Oryctolagus canuculus. In terms of habitat, normally rabbits prefer a short grassy areas, either found naturally in semi-arid areas or resulting from a heavily grazed pastures. Warren and or harbor such as blackberries or fallen logs are normally located nearby, and rabbits are able to adapt to a wide variety of habitats, though generally they do avoid heavily cultivated areas such as black forests or flood plains, which is like very wet soil areas, and they mostly avoid black soil country. So that's a type of soil which is normally found in the humid areas, and most of the time they like to stalk around human gardens and end up being a type of pest which eats the garden's crop, which will be a problem in the future if it's not taken into control. For the medical uses of rabbit, it's not much to be said, but the meat of rabbits are an excellent source of iron, and iron is used to make healthy blood for the body. With the healthy blood of the body, it can allow us to be active all the time and helps us to grow stronger. It's also a great source of vitamin B12 and niacin, and these sources are important for the growth of healthy skin, hair and nerves. Finally, I'll be talking about the life cycle of a domesticated rabbit, which is up to 8 to 12 years. But for them to live up to 8 to 12 years, they require the right diet for them to be kept alive for that long. And compared to wild rabbits, what happens to them that allows them to be living up to 8 to 12 years is the fact that they are not exposed to diseases, food scarcity and predators. They are normally well off, taken care by the humans that are taking care of them. And wild rabbits, their lifespan are only 1 to 2 years. This is due to the fact that they are normally exposed to the dangers of predators and lack of food, as well as the diseases that carries around with other rabbits that are being companion or are in their community. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Darshini Jayagandan, and this video is about a bio research that I have done together with my team members at Taman Botani Negara Shah Alam. At the Botanic Garden, we have found many types of plants and animals as well. I'm going to be talking mainly about a biophyte. So for example, that I have found is the moss. Therefore, I'll be explaining in detail about the taxonomy, habitat, life cycle, medical value of pathogenic microbes associated with the biophyta. So first, we'll watch a video on the life cycle of the moss.
Life cycle of the moss. These are the gametophytes. On the left, the male gametophyte. On the right, the female gametophyte. You know what I got inside of me? An antheridium.
Well, you know what I got inside of me? An archegonium.
We see now a closer look of the antheridium. Inside of it, we see all the sperm wiggling around. For a sperm to locate the egg, it needs to swim through the water to find the archegonia. The sperm swims right down to it and the egg gets fertilized. This turns it into a zygote, which is the first of the sporophyte generation. It divides through mitosis and turns it into a multicellular sporophyte. And then it grows and grows, becoming longer and longer. The only part of the gametophyte left is the small cap upon its head, but it gets whisked away in the wind. Once capless, it sneezes spores, one falling on a soft patch of ground and growing into a large gametophyte.
As for the taxonomy of the moss, first kingdom is Plantae, subkingdom Viridiplantae, infrakingdom Stereophyta, superdivision is Embryophyta, division Biophyta, class is Polytrichopsida, order is Polytrichales, family is Polytrichidae, genus is Polytrichium hideum. Next, as for the habitat of the moss, moss are distributed throughout the world except in salt water and are commonly found in moist, shady locations. They are best known for those species that carpet woodland and forest floors. Ecologically, mosses break down exposed substrate, releasing nutrients for the use of more complex plants that succeed them. Talking about the medical value of the moss, in herbal medicine, moss is most commonly used as a diuretic or as a cure for cough. Depending on how the moss is processed and which moss is used, Irish moss is used for its mucilaginous and nutritional qualities. Sphagnum moss have been used since ancient times as a dressing for wounds. For the pathogenic microbes, they are characterized by a core community of bacteria in mainly common boreal and tundra mosses. That's it from me, and thank you.
Hi sir, I'm Masavi. So we came to this botanic garden for a small research, and my research is about fungi. Okay, as we know that fungi is under one of the 6 kingdoms. Fungi is a eukaryotic organism, and it can be either unicellular with like yeast or multicellular like mushrooms. But before that, what is eukaryotic organism? Eukaryotic organism has nucleus and membrane-bounded organelles. Fungi do not contain chlorophyll, thus they are heterotrophs. Heterotrophs are organisms that can't synthesize their own food, and they depend on others. Heterotrophs can be classified into saprophytes and parasites. Saprophytes are organisms that get their nutrients from dead and decaying organisms without harming it, like mushroom or moles, while parasites are organisms that absorb the nutrient from its host by harming it, like ringworm in humans. And fungi reproduce both sexually and asexually. It produces asexually by budding, producing spores and fragmentation, while sexually when spores from 2 parents fuse and form a zygospore. After that, now let us talk about its structure. Fungi do not contain roots, stems, and leaf, and their cell wall is made up of chitin. And chitin is a type of polysaccharide. Fungi exist in the form of mycelium, which is made up of a network of threads called the hyphae. Last but not least, fungi live in dark and moist place or decomposing and dead organism. And this is a picture of a fungi. Well, this is a mushroom, by the way. So this is the organism that I found, which is a mushroom, and mushroom is under fungi kingdom. Next, I'll be showing the taxonomy of my organism. The domain of it is eukaryotic. The kingdom is fungi. Phylum is Basidiomycota, and the class is Anisomycetes. The order is Polyparalis, and the family is Ganodermataceae, and the genus is Ganoderma, while the species is Ganoderma lucidum. Ganoderma lucidum is the scientific name of my organism. So habitat of G. lucidum, G. lucidum also known as Ganoderma lucidum, mostly live in the tropical areas on the dead days. Next, the life cycle of it. G. lucidum release millions of spores into the air, and the spores will be blown into new place If the conditions are suitable, the spores will be able to germinate and a new hypa will form. However, the primary hypa needs a mate to continue its growth. Lastly, if it successfully found a mate, it will continue its plasmogamy, which is the fusion of cytoplasm. It is kind of similar to our fertilization, just the difference is it's the fusion of cytoplasm, but for human, it's the fusion of nucleus, right? And lastly, the process continues to form our secondary hyphae, and then to our mycelium, and then lastly to our mushroom. For the medical value, Ganoderma lucidum is said to be used in many Asian traditional medicine because it's good for tumor, diabetes, and so on. But there is insufficient evidence to prove it that it's really good for treating cancer. And they usually will make tea using the Ganoderma lucidum, dry it, and then make it into tea. Okay, and that's all from me. Thank you.